So first topic is change of subject of a formula. So what does change of subject of a formula means? That you will be given a variable, study some algebraic identities. So what does algebraic identities mean and why we are using it? We have to simplify the equation. So for simplifying the equation, you need to know the terms that are like, unlike and coefficient. So what linear equations are? Linear equations are given in a single variable. Hello friends, welcome to another knowledge building series for IGCSE mathematics. Today we are going to learn some concepts that are related to Algebra 2 or the concepts that we have left in Algebra 1. So this video pertains to solving some linear equations in two variables that are also called as simultaneous equations. Along with that, we are going to study the important formula that is used for solving the quadratic equation. But before we begin, please do support us by liking, sharing and subscribing to our channel. Let's get started. So, the first method is called as the substitution method. So, in Algebra 1, we have studied that there is also a substitution method, but you have been given the values according to the equation given. So, let's suppose if I have any equation, let's suppose I'll take x square y plus z. So the values of x, y and z are already been given. So you directly have to put in the values and you have to formulate your answer. You can refer to the video that is pertains to Algebra 1. Okay. So but in this substitution method, you have to formulate the answer for x and y or the given variables into simultaneous equations. So what you have to do, let's get started. So these are the steps written. You can read the steps. Okay. So first what you have to do, you have to take two equations that have been given in the equation and now you have to make subject of any variable that suits you according to your need. Okay, so I can see that if I'll pick this equation, equation number 2, that is easy. So I can take y equals to 8 minus 3x. Now I have made y as the subject from equation number 2. Now I'll substitute this value in the equation that is left. So if you are finding out the value of any variable or like making a subject of any variable from that equation, you have to substitute that value in the other equation that is being given. Okay, please try to avoid that you have formulated your values from equation 2 and you are substituting in equation 2 only. So what you have to do, you have to pull out the value of any variable singly that is making that a subject and you have to substitute in the other equation. Now substituting y equals to 8 minus 3x in equation number 1. Okay. So you can see here, so this will be 5x minus 2, 8 minus 3x. So I have written the value of y as 8 minus 3x will be equals to 17. So you can solve it. This will be what? 16 minus, you can see here, please make proper note of the negative sign that is outside the bracket. That might change your answer. So this will be what? Minus minus will be plus. So this will be 6x equals to 17. Now 5x plus 6x is 11x. Now 17, this will go to the right hand side. This will be plus 16. So 11x equals to 33. Now x will be coming as 33 over 11. So answer for x is coming as to be what, students? X is coming as to be 3. Now you can see that while putting the value of y, I got the equation in the same variable, that is variable x. So that follows your step number 2. So you can see that variables may differ, but you have to follow the same process throughout. Okay, now you can substitute this value, that is the third step, in the given equation that you found by making a subject of the equation. So I will substitute the value. So substitute x equals to 3 in y equals to 8 minus 3x. Okay, students. Now y would be equals to 8 minus 3 into 3. Y would be equals to 8 minus 9, that is equals to minus 1. Okay students, I hope you got the concept. Now you can note the process along with that question. Now we'll solve another set of equations that are not given in variables x and y, but we have to make sure that we follow the same process and make the equation easy. Now this is equation number 1 for question number 2. So this is equation number 2. Okay, so here you can see that decimals are already there. So what you can do, you know that we can find equivalent equations or equivalent fractions. So if I'll multiply the whole equation by 10, so there will be no change in the variables or the values. So firstly you can multiply by 10. Both the equations will be formulated in a simple manner that will be helpful for you to solve the equations, which is equals to 13. Similarly 4a plus 5b equals to 23. Now you can number this equation as 3 and this as 4. Okay, now it's up to you. Choose any variable and make it as a subject. So here I can see that if I'm putting the values of a or making a as the subject from equation 3, so using equation 3, so a will be what? A will be equals to 13 minus 3b over 2. So this will be going to the right hand side and 2 will be coming in the division part. So I'll number this equation number 5. Now come here, you can see. Then I will put this value of a in equation number 2. So substituting the value of a in equation number 2, in equation number 2. Okay, so you can directly substitute. Sorry, you have to substitute the value in equation number 4 rather than in 2. Either you can substitute in 2 also, that will also formulate your answer, but this seems to be in a linear form, so calculation will be easier for me. Okay, so you can do this. So value of 5 in equation number 4, this will be what? 4 multiplied by a, that is 13 minus 3b over 2 plus 5b equals to 23. Okay students, now this will be what? 52 minus 12b plus 10b over 2. I have taken the LCM side by side. So this will be 4 multiplied by 13, that is 52. This is 12b plus 10b equals to 23. So now you can group the like terms and shift this 2 to the right hand side. So your answer will be what? 52 minus 2b will be equals to 46. Now you can ungroup and group. So you can take this 2b to the right hand side and make this 46 to the left hand side. So this will be what? 52 minus 46 will be equals to 2b. Now if you will find the answer, so b will be coming as what? B will be coming as 6 over 2, that is 3. Okay students, now the last step is what? That you have to substitute the value of b in this equation number 5. So how to solve it students? So I am solving it here. So a will be what? A will be equals to 13 minus 9. 3 multiplied by 3 is 9 over 2. So this is what? 4 over 2. So value of a is coming as to be 2. A is coming as to be. Okay students. So you can see here that what we have done, we have taken another set of variables also and we have solved the equation using the substitution method. That is very important method to you to follow. So you can note down the steps along with the given equation, that will aid you in learning additional steps for your betterment in exams. Okay, so you can note, students. Okay students, I hope you got the concept of substitution method. Let's move forward to study another process for solving simultaneous equations. Proceed further. So this method is called as elimination method. So what elimination method means? That you have to eliminate one coefficient along with one variable by making them equal to each other. So what we have to do in elimination, you can read the steps given below, okay, and then we'll proceed with the questionnaire part. So I hope you have paused the video and noted the steps. We'll solve the question for our understanding. So better we should solve and understand the concept. Now in this you can see here that the variables x has a coefficient of 2 and these are equal. So directly you can do what? So first thing you have to note in elimination method that you have to eliminate any of the variable along with the coefficient. So what you can do, students, if the sign of the below equation, that is 2x and 2x in this first equation, I can write here that first equation and this is second equation. So in equation 1 and equation 2 you can see that the sign of 2x in both the linear equations is same. So you have to make them of opposite sign. So how can I do that? If signs are opposite, I can subtract the lower equation. So what does that mean? So this will change the sign of all the values that are given in the linear equation number second. Now 2x minus 2x. So this sign will be taken up by these values. So 2x minus 2x, this will cancel out. 3y minus y will be equals to 2y. 13 minus 7 will be equals to 6. So value for y is coming as to be 3. Now you can substitute this value of y in any of the equation and formulate your answer for x. So I am putting this value y equals to 3 in equation number 1. You can choose it by yourself, the answer will be same, students. So this will be what? 2x will be equals to 13 minus 3y, or x will be equals to 13 minus 3y over 2. Now formulate easily. So this will be what? 13 minus 3 multiplied by 3. So this is 9 over 2. So 4 over 2, that is equals to x. So value for x is coming as to be 2. So mostly students apply elimination method while solving the equation, and that is easy also. Now moving forward, so I can do this second question first. So similarly, we have seen in this equation that the value or the coefficient of the variable x was same. Now in the second question, the variable and the coefficient of y is same. So you can apply the similar operation as the signs are same. So this will be what? This will be turning into negative. So 3x minus 5x will be minus 2x. This will cancel out, students. So 18 minus 28 will be negative of 10. So x is coming as to be 5. So first we have found the value of x. Now do the same operation. You can put in any equation. So I am putting in equation 1. So you can see here that 3 into 5 plus 3y equals to 18. Now you can take this to the other side. So y would be equal to 18 minus 15 over 3, because I have taken this 3 along with that. So this will be 3 over 3, that is equals to 1. So value for y is coming as to be 1. Okay students, now the next question. This is very simple. You can see that the signs of y are opposite and the coefficient is also same. So just add both the equations. So this will cancel out. This will be 10x equals to 30. So x will be formulated as 3. Now I can put the values in equation 1 or equation 2. I am putting in equation 1. equation number 1. So this will be what? 4 into 3 minus y equals to 8. You can transpose this. So 12 minus 8 will be equals to y. So y is coming as to be 4. Okay students, that was simple. Now what if the values are not equal? This is a special case. So you have to take proper care of it that the values are not same. So how to solve it? So choose any variable. So it's up to you, you choose variable A or variable B. So I can easily see here that 2, if I am multiplying this value 2b with number 2, so I am getting 4b directly. Or you can do what? You can eliminate A by multiplying the first equation. This is as mentioned here, I have mentioned it. So you can multiply the first equation and eliminate A. So it is up to you, whatever you want to choose. So my preference is that whichever multiplication is hassle free or less cumbersome, so I will choose that. So I am multiplying the first equation by 2. So this will be what? 2a plus 4b equals to 28. Now 3a plus 4b equals to 34. So you can write here multiplying multiply or multiplying equation I am writing eq raised to power n, this is equation, by 2. So similarly the signs are same, so you have to subtract the second equation. This will be what? Minus a would be equals to, this will cancel out, this will be equal to minus 6. So value of a is coming as to be 6. Now putting the value in equation 1, this in equation 1, so what I'll get students? This will be what? 2b will be equals to 14 minus a, so b will be equals to 14 minus a over 2. So this is what? 14 minus 6 is 8, 8 over 2 is 4. So value for b is coming as to be what, student? It is coming as to be 4. So this was simple. You can note these all cases that are given or displayed. So this can be helpful for understanding the elimination process, and you can go back and check that the process has been similarized in the given examples. So students, till now we have studied how to solve linear equations and which are in two variables, and in the last chapter we have studied the factorization method to solve a quadratic equation. Let's look at one more method that is used for solving quadratic equations values. So this is using a formula. So the formula has been given and displayed on the board as it has already been written. So it is x equals to negative of b plus minus, there are two values, as the number of zeros will be equal to the degree. So in quadratic we have degree as 2. So there will be 2 zeros. This is called as discriminant, or you can write it directly as b square minus 4ac over 2a. Okay students, so you can note this formula and we will see that magic will happen and we can directly apply the formula and solve the equation that has been given to us. Okay, now this is the equation that is given. So what you have to do, you have to just pick the coefficients with the sign. You have to make sure that the negative has been picked with negative. So what I am saying, that the value of a is coming as to be, I can start from here students, the value of a is coming as to be 3, value of b is coming as to be what? This is plus 4, and value of c is coming as to be c here. So we have to take into consideration that negative sign is also being taken, because the standard form of a quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0, or normally ax square plus bx plus c. Okay, so I have taken the value of c as negative of 15. Now you can directly put in the formula. So formula is what students? It is negative of b. So negative of b is what? Minus 4 plus minus root of b square. That is, b square is what? I can directly write 4 square. Okay. So this is 4 square minus 4 multiplied by a is 3 multiplied by minus 15, as we have taken minus 15 as the value because it was given in the question, divided by 2 multiplied by a, the coefficient of x square, that is a, is taken as 3. Now you can solve it pretty easily. So this will be 16 minus, this will be negative of 180 over 6. Now minus 4 plus minus 16 plus 180 over 6. So this will be what, students? This will be, you can see here, this is negative of 4 plus minus root of 196 over 6. So root of 196 is, students, 14. You can easily calculate. Negative of 4 plus minus 14 over 6. Now I have two values of x. First, I'll solve with plus sign, that is positive sign, and second, I'll find the value with the negative sign. So x first value will be minus 4 plus 14 over 6, and or you can write it as or cumulatively because you'll get two values. So x will be equals to what? Negative of 4, negative 14 or minus 14 over 6. So this will be 10 over 6. You can simplify it and write the answer as 5 over 3. So value for x, first value for x is coming as to be 5 over 3, or we have to solve for this also. This will be what? This will be negative of 18 over 6. So value is coming as to be what? Negative of 3. So what these are, students? These are also called as zeros of the quadratic equation. So what does zeros means? That if you put these values in the given equation, you will get LHS, that is left hand side, will be equal to right hand side. I'll erase this. Okay. So you can note this equation and the question along with that. You have to majorly focus on the coefficient while using the formula, and you can note, and then we'll proceed, students. Okay, students, so we have dealt with various linear and quadratic equations. Let's solve to understand better and apply the concepts. So these are some extra questions. First is given as to be x square minus x minus 42. So what you can do here, you can either apply the formula or you can use the factorization method. So we are going to solve with the help of the formula. So this will be what? X will be equals to minus of minus 1 plus minus root of b square, that is negative 1 square. So here you can see that coefficient a is 1, minus 1 value pertains to b, and negative 42 or minus 42 is c. Okay, this will be minus 4 multiplied by a, that is 1, multiplied by minus 42 over 2 multiplied by a, that is 2 only. So x will be equals to what? 1 plus minus root of 1. This will be converted into what? Negative, and negative will be converted into positive. So 4 multiplied by 42 is, student, what? This is 168, followed by this number 2. So x will be equals to 1 plus 13 over 2, or x will be equals to 1 minus 13 over 2. Why I have done this? Because you can see here that the value for root of 169 is what? 13. So this will be formulated as 1 plus minus 13 over 2. Now you can find the values. This is what? 14 over 2. So value for x is coming as 7, and this is 1 minus 13, that is negative of 12 over 2. This is coming as to be negative of 6. Okay, you can similarly pause the video and solve this question for your understanding. Okay, let's solve. So this will be what? X equals to minus b, that is negative of negative 1 plus minus root of b square. B square is what? Similarly, it is negative of 1 square minus 4 into 7 into 6, and I have not taken 6 as the negative sign. So you can see here that it has to be taken with the negative sign. While solving, you have to make sure that you are completing the process and taking every sign into consideration. This will be 2 multiplied by 7. So x value would be 1. X will be formulated as 1 plus minus root of what? 1 plus 168 over 14. Now, and to 168. Okay, students, it will be 1 plus minus 13 over 14. Now, x equals to what? 1 plus 13 over 14, and x equals to 1 minus 13 over 14. So for this, value for x is coming as to be 1, and for this the value of x is coming as to be negative of 12 over 14, or you can write it as minus 6 over 7. Okay, now solving some extra questions. So this has been given. So what I have been given? I have been given a cubic equation, but I know the algebraic expression. So first you have to take the common part or the HCF part, which is coming as similar in both the variables along with the coefficient. So I can write it here x square minus 4. Now I can write x square minus 4 as x square minus 2 square to bring the identity into action. So this will be what? A plus b, a minus b. So this will be x plus 2 and x minus 2. So this is the final answer for you. Similarly, you can see here that I have been given x square along with number 9. So what I can figure it out that 9 is what? 3 square. So I can write it as 3x whole square. Negative of 1 square I can write because there is no impact on 1 if we are raising it to any power. Okay, until unless it is negative power. So this will be what? So this is similar to the last equation. So this will be a square minus b square. This will be 3x minus 1 and 3x plus 1. So you can write the identity also. A square minus b square is equals to a plus b, a minus. Okay, now here in the next question we have been given 4 variables, and what you have to do in these type of questions, students, you have to just rearrange and make sure that the value under the bracket is coming as to be same. So I can see that if I am rearranging ms and ns and these two values, so might I get a similar value in the bracket. So rearranging it, ms minus ns plus 2mt square minus 2nt square. Okay, so you have to take common. So s is taken as common. So this will be m minus n plus this is 2t square is coming common. So this is m minus n. So as we have already studied that the value in bracket is coming as to be same. So we are under the right path. Okay, sorry, we are on the right path. So we have to solve this by writing or rearranging it. So this will be s plus t square m minus n. Okay, that was pretty simple. You can note this down, students. So students, we have come to the end of Algebra 1 and Algebra 2. We have covered numerous topics. You can scroll down through the videos and you can find that we have found the solutions of linear as well as quadratic equations. Till then we meet again. Stay tuned with us. Thank you. Let's walk on the path of knowledge together by liking, sharing and subscribing to our channel.